Hello and welcome to Winterburrow, a really nice cozy adventure, and today I'm going to show you some quick, easy tips to get around and to have even more enjoyment in this game. So let's start with the first one. As you can see, here is a couch and you can start knitting. The cold is your biggest enemy, especially in the beginning, and what you want is basically you just want to go down here and craft some linen hat, coat and other wardrobes. Basically you get cold resistance, as you can see, +5. When you go further in the story, you actually get even better clothes, as you can see, +10 cold resistance, and that is actually what I have right now. The second best tip is if you just need to track something and you don't know how to start and how to craft or which resources to pick up, you just want to go here, maybe on let's say we will craft first snowshoes, and down here you have required items. So here you can see you have a flex rope that is needed. When you go to the wooden bench, you can easily find a flex rope here, and you can find that is required flex fiber. If you don't have flex fiber, you can just track this resource very easy, and then you can find it in the nature. Once you have it all, you can craft it, and then you can basically craft the clothes or anything else. That is how the game generally works. The next thing, same as in the real life, sleep is your biggest friend. So as you can see, you can press here on your bed to sleep, and you can decide for how long you can sleep until the morning. Why do you want to sleep until the morning? Basically, winters here, when the night comes, are very cold and you lose your warmness very quickly, and also visibility. If you have a lantern like I do, but you need to progress in the story for that, you get some better visibility, but not too much. But even with that, you won't last too long because really it is cold. So basically what you want to always go hunting during the day. Here, as you can see, I didn't say, if you want to untrack something, just go on the flex rope and untrack. Also, a few things to get around is very easy. If you go to settings, if you hate spiders, you can just say yes or no and spiders won't appear in the game. Also, during the battle or during exploration, if you get stuck in some bushes, you can press here this button, get unstuck, and the game will quickly just get you to the safe ground without any problems. Also, here are the quest menu. It is very easy to follow everything. If you have some problems, you can just select and track another quest for your friends until you find the main quest. Also, here are your main stats, and what you want to is expand your inventory as soon as possible. I will show you later which friends you need to visit basically, but when you start you have only 4 slots. The resources are a lot in the game. Here you want to pick up almost everything, but you won't be able to. So in the first few hours you just want to focus on the things that are really important for your quests. Later on you will find a backpack or be able to craft a backpack that will give you 3 inventory slots, and you can see here even more is possible. This +1 I did find in the field. You will find many notes that give you a free upgrade. Some give you items to craft for your hut, but basically some of them will give you +1 inventory and other things. The 3 weapons are a must. Here, as you can see, you have a shovel, an axe, and also a pickaxe. Pickaxe is used to pick the stones. Axe is used to cut some woods and some bushes, and shovel is used what for. And let's go here to recipes. You can see the stove here. You want to repair it because if the cold is your enemy, the food and energy is your second enemy. Lesser one, but still the second enemy. Why? Because you will lose energy a lot and you will need some things to eat very often. So here is the very basic recipe that you can use. You just need to have some mushrooms. They are very easy to find around, and some twigs. Once you craft them, you will be able to eat roasted chanterelle. As you can see, she will give you 15% to your health and 50% plus to your health. But what I did find worked the best for me, and is also very easy to find, are these 2: pine nut biscuit and beech nut biscuit. As you can see, let's go to pine nut biscuit. you need to find pine seed, which is also very easy to find later in the other areas. But let's look at the stats. If you are getting way too much cold, you can easily eat it and you will get plus 25 warmth, so you won't be cold anymore. Also, it will heal your eating period and eating energy. You will just survive for longer. Same goes for the beech nut biscuit, almost the same things, easier to find in the first area and gives you just plus 15. When you go outside, you don't want to carry anything that is not important with you, because you will need to pick up resources. So if you go here to your storage, always shout the twigs back, and some things that are very important for crafting but not for your gameplay, just put them back in the storage. You can always go here whenever you are crafting something, and you will always have your resources without any problem. And the last thing before you go out, you always need to carry, once you progress through the story, one of these three things. You have campfire kit, basic kindling and advanced kindling. What it does, it helps you stay alive during cold nights maybe, or if you are too far from your hut. Basically, you just put basic kindling on the places that you can start a fire, you can get warm, and also you get to sleep. So you can sleep until the morning and just start your trip onward without going back to the hut. Also, a very nice and easy trick: when you visit your friends, you immediately get warmer and the cold resistance is better. As you can see, now we are visiting our friend Hedgehog and you immediately get warm. So this is a really nice trick of not going back to the burrow and just staying warm, so you can continue your trip. Also, when you go outside, you can press B button to sprint and you can follow your stamina in the down left corner. Basically, that is it. This is really a nice game. I can recommend it. I have played it also at Gamescom last year and I was very happy to receive the key now and to play it. I hope this was helpful. Of course, take a look at my channel for another tips and tricks, and see you in my next video.